What's up guys, Perry from Rockville here, and today I'm going to show you how to set up a DMX controller to your Wet Par Pro outdoor par wash lights. Now if you wanted to have even more control over your lights, you can always set them up to a DMX controller. To do that, you're going to need two DMX cables, but we recommend you use the water-resistant DMX cables depending on your setup. I'm going to take one cable and plug the male end into the DMX out on my controller. Then I'm going to take the other end and plug it into the DMX in port on my first light. And now to connect my first light to the next light, I'm going to take another DMX cable, plug the male end into the DMX out on my first light, then plug the other end into the DMX in on the next light. And if you wanted to set up even more lights in your chain, you're just going to repeat this process. Next, we want to set our lights to the same DMX address so that they know to communicate with the controller. So we're going to go into the A settings of each light and set them to the same DMX address. For today, we're going to use A001. You can also do this by using the wireless remote by pressing the slave button and using the up and down buttons to set the address. We're also going to want to set our lights to the same DMX channel with 6-channel or 10-channel mode. This will determine how much control you have over your lights with your DMX controller. 6-channel mode only gives you control over the 6 LED colors, while 10-channel mode gives you control over the colors, the preset modes, and the speed for each mode. For today's demo, we're going to set the lights to 10-channel mode, just so we can show you guys the full control. Again, you can use the included remote to switch your lights between 6-channel or 10-channel mode. So after you've set the DMX address and the DMX channel mode, you're going to want to activate Scanner 1 on your controller. So now let's go through all the different faders we can use. Fader 1 acts as our master dimmer, so for today we're going to set that all the way up. Fader 2 controls the red LEDs, so if I raise that, you'll start to see the red coming through. Fader 3 controls the green LEDs. Fader 4 controls the blue LEDs. Fader 5 controls the white LEDs. Fader 6 controls the amber. And Fader 7 controls the ultraviolet LEDs. We can use Fader 8 to activate the strobe mode, and the higher I set this fader, the faster the strobe will become. So if I raise it just a little bit, you'll start to see that it strobes a little slow, and if I raise it even more, you'll see that the strobe goes on faster. Now Fader 9 allows us to set the lights to all of the different modes and the single color choices we have. And the value we set this fader to determines the function of the lights. You can always tell what value your fader is at by looking at the display on your controller. So for example, if I set the fader anywhere from 51 to 100, it will activate the color change mode. Lastly, we have Fader 10, which will either control the speed of these modes or which color the light is set to. So for example, if I raise Fader 10 in the color change mode, you'll see that the colors change a lot faster. And also if I have the light set to the color select mode, I can use Fader 10 to pick which color comes out. So hopefully this showed you guys how easy it is to set up a DMX controller to your Wet Par Pro outdoor par wash lights. But of course, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to our customer support team through phone or email. As always, I'm Perry from Rockville, and we'll see you guys next time.